Hi, who do we have here?
I have, I was assigned Mr. Weathersby,
Okay,
Lyndon Weathersby.
good morning, Mr. Weathersby.
I got a, evidently I got assigned the case early this morning, but I never got a text or email from the MAC, so I'm gonna have to contact them to see what happened.
Do you want to stay on or no?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay on, but I just never, I mean, I was assigned to report today, but the reason why I'm just now showing up is because I never.
Oh, I don't care. I'm glad that you came. There's no time. I'm glad that you came.
But the only reason.
Don't worry about it.
In here, but I never got notified, so if I hadn't told me, then I would have never known.
Hey, don't worry about it. We're glad that you made it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. All right. Good morning, Ms. Weathersby. So it appears that you were on bond for possession of marijuana. You have continually failed to appear, and now you've picked up a criminal trespass. We're going to do probable cause on the criminal trespass. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or $2,000 fine. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
On February 14, 2025, the officer conducted a criminal trespass investigation at the Mustang Inn in Harris County, Texas. The officer was aware management often complained of people in the parking lot selling drugs, and no trespassing signs are posted on several sides of the property. The officer observed a black vehicle idling in a parking space with 3 occupants inside. The officer made contact with the occupants and could smell a strong and distinct odor of marijuana and could see a heavy cloud of smoke emitting from the vehicle. The occupants were instructed out of the vehicle, and the officer identified the defendant. The officer knew the defendant by name and sight from a previous arrest. The defendant had been previously arrested for possession of marijuana on the same property and had been given a criminal trespass warning on that same day and was advised not to return to the property.
Okay. All right, Mr. Weathersby, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward on the trespass as well. I'm going to order you as a condition of your bond not to go back to this place. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
It is a condition of your bond. If you do, because I don't know if you're going to bond out, but if you bond out, this is one of your conditions. You're not to go back to this place. If you do, you will get rearrested, go right back in, and the bond is just going to go higher. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So can you follow those conditions, please?
Referring to that. Yes, Judge.
Okay.
Actually, it's set at 1,000. Would you consider a bond reduction, Your Honor?
No,
Okay.
you're a flight risk. You don't show up. I mean, we've given you bond after bond. He just doesn't appear. Does what he wants to do. So,
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
okay.
Can I see them?
Issue with the client coming to court tomorrow. I don't know if his appearance is required,
I
but
can
what
wait.
we want to talk
It's not a
about.
big deal.
And he wanted me
Come on
to
up.
also address whether or not you would give him another lawyer. I told him that you have a right to request that.
What's going on?
Yes, I just would like to request another lawyer.
The problem is though, is that, if I give you another lawyer, is the same thing going to happen? I don't,
No, we didn't do it. We didn't try it yet, so you can't say that's what's gonna happen. I don't like get into these things with people because most of the time people are compliant with federal law.
they have their way of doing things, right?
Exactly, I understand that.
And so when you start getting into federal law, this and that, it may become an issue. And that's,
When people come to your court, do you care whether they respect what you're saying or not? No, they just have to follow the order. I have a federal judge's order based off of my life, and she made a decision, and it never gets respected. That's why I'm in here. The laws were violated to get here. And I'm a person too. A federal Judge Carolyn Beers, this is her decision.
what is he alluding to, Mr. D, about this federal decision that,
I have the paperwork. I can show you. I tried to give it to you last time and you said you couldn't accept it, but I have it. I can go get it. for
I
you.
don't get involved with the minutia
I
of,
understand, but it's your courtroom and you're responsible for the court procedures. So I just don't want you and your court to get in trouble because, but I can show you, or I can show him.
No.
But some.
Not talk to the prosecutor, sir. You can't do that. So
I-
my only issues is understand that if I give you another lawyer now,
Yes.
right, if we end up in the same
No, no.
issue,
You have my word, because it's gonna be better communication.
okay, so let's, Vic, let's go ahead and reappoint, okay? I still want to go through the hearing though tomorrow though. So I will waive your appearance for tomorrow. You
Oh.
don't have to appear tomorrow, but you have to meet with a new lawyer now so that you can get the information, so you can get together with whoever that person is. And then I want to continue this hearing tomorrow.
Am I supposed to be here? Judge?
Yes, yeah, because you were the one who's privy to this whole thing, right?
I've just informed you.
I understand, but I don't think that she understands what the scope of everything is, and I want to get to that.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, so just go ahead, take a seat. I'm going to appoint you to someone else now.
And can I say something about that?
Don't, just, you have the right to remain silent.
Morning, Judge.
Hey.
We're approaching on Heather Baker.
Okay, is this Miss Baker?
This is Baker.
Okay. Hi, Day.
Judge,
What's up, man?
it's a long morning.
Yeah, I feel your pain. Is Miss Baker wanting a bond?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So, Miss Baker, you're asking me to set your bond. I don't know anything about you, and I have about 15 seconds to get to know you. The only way I get to know you is how you are on paper, because that really tells me who you are, right? Everybody tells me it's little bunnies jumping in the woods and this and that, but really, papers tells me who you are. Okay, Day.
Your Honor, she's wanted out of Terrebonne Parish, Louisiana for one charge of illegal possession of stolen things and one charge of felony theft. They requested a 50K surety bond or 4K cash bond. State's not opposed to her obtaining a bond, but is against obtaining a low bond. State's requesting a $5,000 bond.
And Your Honor, a little bit about Miss Baker. She does have 5 kids with special needs that she takes care of. She does have
All 5 kids have special needs?
2 of them, Your Honor. And she does have, her husband's the one who's working, who could pay for the bond. As of right now, he's the one who has taken care of them while she's in custody. But this is something that she has an attorney in Louisiana, has provided her contact information with her attorney from Louisiana, and has stated that as soon as she bonds out, she would go ahead and take care of, go to Louisiana. She has a car that she can drive over to go ahead and take care of this warrant.
A couple questions. How old is the warrant?
January 27th, a little under a month ago. But unfortunately, that's the limit of the information I'm able to get because Terrebonne Parish is closed for President's Day. So I called their DA's office.
Come
Nobody's
on.
there, and the sheriff's office
Must be
is
nice.
limited in what information they can.
Any criminal history?
No, Judge.
Okay. I'll give you a bond. But you have to understand, like, we don't play games. You get one shot. You're old enough to know that actions have consequences. If you fail to act, if you fail to go turn yourself in, then I'm going to revoke the bond. I'm going to set it at 0. You won't get another one.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So what amount?
Your Honor, we would ask for 2,500.
State stands at 5.
All right. So I'll split it. 3750.
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Understand though that because you're wanted out of another jurisdiction, you're deemed an inherent flight risk. So you're probably going to have to pony up, most, if not all of it. So we expect you from the day of your release. You have 2 weeks to go turn yourself in. Don't wait until the last day, because as Murphy's Law dictates, what can happen will happen. I don't care if you're abducted by aliens, a flat tire, it don't matter. If you don't go within the 2 weeks, a nationwide warrant for your arrest will issue, and I'm going to set it at 0. You understand? Okay. All right. So 3750. Good luck, Ms. Baker. Okay. Oh, have you before, do you know, because she's already waived,
It has to be a withdrawal. I'm setting
so
up.
she will have to withdraw, so she's going to lose all the time that she's had. So I would get to know, see if she can make that bond before she withdraws that waiver, because she'll lose all that time.
I spoke to her before that, Your Honor, and she really wants to go ahead and take care of this so she can go back to her kids.
Okay, so she can make that bond?
Yeah, my husband's gonna make it.
Okay, got it.
Appreciate it. Okay.
Hey, did you appoint him earlier?
I did, I just not eight one, slider does.
It's not you. Okay, guys, thank you.
And Your Honor, she would sign it over here?
Yeah, you,
You know.
Dave, you got the withdrawal?
Not the withdrawal. I'm doing the reset first because that's the defendant
Do
has.
you
to-
generate the withdrawal too?
I do too, but that one only the council has to. Printing it out first right now. Unless my computer doesn't want to do it.
I always have issue with technologies.
See this paper?
So, hey, Vic, on, Hoffman,
Okay, last point.
5,002 on both. What do we have here?
This is Rene Velasquez, Your Honor.
Baskets. Are you wanting the same thing on Mr. Velasquez?
No, Your Honor, it needs to.
This one's on motion by the state. So he originally waived on February 14th, which would give the demanding jurisdiction until March 3rd. However, they are unable to pick him up until March 7th. And so we want to enter in a pre-signed waiver as he is wanted out of Arizona for a probation violation on an aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and a dangerous instrument involved in domestic violence. And I have a copy of it here along with the order.
Understand, Mr. Velasquez, that when you get on probation or parole in certain states, you need to read everything that you sign. In some states, they make you sign what's called a pre-signed waiver when you get on probation or parole, meaning that if you ever take flight and become a fugitive from justice, you waive extradition by signing and by entering on the probation in and of itself. In fact,
De hecho.
I am going off of Amy's review. I want to double check that that provision's in there. I think she only printed out the first one. I'm double checking the.
Está chequeando lo que otra mandó.
Wait, is that another?
I don't see it.
I don't see it either. Was she trying to figure out if this is an interstate compact? Actually, may I have a
don't see
moment,
it.
Judge?
No.
May I have a moment to review?
And unless it carries a term of life.
No, I don't know if she meant for this to be under the interstate compact. May I have a chance to review
Yeah,
it?
take your time.
Thank you, Judge. I'm gonna need a second. Actually, it may be. I'll need a moment to step out if that's all right, Judge, to call the demanding jurisdiction. If there is an ICA for this case.
I mean, it says I may, right, apply.
Well, no, sorry, I'm not going off of that, but it's because I don't know. Well, that's for the transfer, but I don't know where the originating state is. And so I don't know if it's absconding from whatever agreement probation he had with another jurisdiction.
As I was saying,
Yeah.
at times when you sign up on a probation or parole, on the agreement that you sign, you say that if I ever become a fugitive from justice, if I ever take off, then I will waive extradition. And you do that by signing the agreement. The state is saying that you have already waived by signing your probation or parole agreement. I don't see it in this document, so
Yo no lo veo en este
I guess we're gonna need just a little bit more time because
Is it,
I don't see a pre-signed waiver here.
because on the bottom of the document, Judge, all the way at the, it says interstate compact process and application fee. I just don't know if it applies to this state, so that's what I have to check on. In that case, then obviously, on the last page where it states the financial sanctions, do you have that page, Judge, or no?
Yeah.
So all the way on the bottom on the third asterisk, it says interstate compact and then all that. And so
That's.
no. But my point is, it's not on this document, but I'm saying if one exists with Texas, then obviously I'll be putting that in it. Maybe that's what Amy was trying to convey. I don't know.
Yeah, this isn't it.
Right, so if I may have a moment to check with the demanding jurisdiction.
When was he due to get picked up?
It was the 3rd, but they need it until the 7th. I'll make it 1 week because it's a Friday and it wraps around the weekend. So obviously that's.
The
more-
3rd of last month or this?
No, so originally he waived, let's see, he waived on February 14th, which gives them until March 3rd.
Okay, so I mean, you can roll it to tomorrow if need be then. It's not,
I'm not opposed to that, Judge. Are you okay with that?
I'm okay with it.
Okay.
I mean, because it's now nearly 1 o'clock and then, by the time you get a hold of anyone in a demanding jurisdiction and they're off today because of President's Day,
Well, this one.
you're not gonna get a hold of them.
Yes, Judge. I'll make sure to see if there's a ICA because
So-
if I play the ICA.
We do things the right way. We're not gonna do things the wrong way. We want to make sure that all the documents and i's are dotted, t's are crossed. So I'm gonna give them till tomorrow to see what they can come up with and then we can cross that bridge to see whether they get an extension or not. We usually give an extension if they want one, a little one, but not anything, more than 3 days. So
And if you could send me the QA because I don't see.
Yeah, I'll send you.
here, I'm gonna go back to you.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, hold on. Back to the day, I'm gonna get that back to you. The
Yes, sir.
order from-
Well, we'll have to redo it anyway, if it applies.
Okay, I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, thanks, Tony.